مادرم حرفی بزن که تشنه لالاییم، من که جان میدم برایت همدم تنهاییم. من همیشه کودکم آغوش تو جای من است، من اگر خوبم دایت پشت دنیای من است. بوسه بر دستان گرمت میزنم شاه دلم، با حضورت خانه روشن میشود ماه دلم. هرچه میخواهد دلم پیش تو پیدا میشود، این همه خوبی چجوری در دلت جا میشود. مادر همه جان و تنم، شوق نفس کشیدنم، به موی تو قسم تویی دلیل زنده بودنم. مادر همه جان و تنم، شوق نفس کشیدنم، به موی تو قسم تویی دلیل زنده بودنم، دلیل زنده بودنم. مادرم سنگ صبور بیقراری های من، مرهمی بر زخمای دل تنهای من. مادرم دور تو میگردم عبادت میکنم، مادرم جای خودش عشقم صدایت میکنم. مادرم جانم فدای چهره معصوم تو، هرچه میخواهی بگو من نه نمیگویم به تو. مادر همه جان و تنم، شوق نفس کشیدنم، به موی تو قسم تویی دلیل زنده بودنم. مادر همه جان و تنم، شوق نفس کشیدنم، به موی تو قسم تویی دلیل زنده بودنم، دلیل زنده بودنم. مادرم حرفی بزن که تشنه لالاییم، من که جان میدم برایت همدم تنهاییم. من همیشه کودکم آغوش تو جای من است، من اگر خوبم دایت پشت دنیای من است. بوسه بر دستان گرمت میزنم شاه دلم، با حضورت خانه روشن میشود ماه دلم. هرچه میخواهد دلم پیش تو پیدا میشود، این همه خوبی چجوری در دلت جا میشود. مادر همه جان و تنم، شوق نفس کشیدنم، به موی تو قسم تویی دلیل زنده بودنم. مادر همه جان و تنم، شوق نفس کشیدنم، به موی تو قسم تویی دلیل زنده بودنم، دلیل زنده بودنم. مادرم سنگ صبور بیقراری های من، مرهمی بر زخمای دل تنهای من. مادرم دور تو میگردم عبادت میکنم، مادرم جای خودش عشقم صدایت میکنم. مادرم جانم فدای چهره معصوم تو، هرچه میخواهی بگو، من نه نمیگویم به تو. مادر همه جان و تنم، شوق نفس کشیدنم، به موی تو قسم تویی، دلیل زنده بودنم. مادر همه جان و تنم، شوق نفس کشیدنم، به موی تو قسم تویی، دلیل زنده بودنم، دلیل زنده بودنم. مادرم حرفی بزن که تشنه لالاییم، من که جان میدم برایت همدم تنهاییم. من همیشه کودکم، آغوش تو جای من است. من اگر خوبم دایت پشت دنیای من است. بوسه بر دستان گرمت میزنم شاه دلم، با حضورت خانه روشن میشود ماه دلم. هرچه میخواد دلم پیش تو پیدا میشود، این همه خوبی چجوری در دلت جا میشود. مادر همه جان و تنم، شوق نفس کشیدنم، به موی تو قسم تویی، دلیل زنده بودنم. مادر همه جان و تنم، شوق نفس کشیدنم، به موی تو قسم تویی، دلیل زنده بودنم، دلیل زنده بودنم. مادرم سنگ صبور بیقراری های من، مرهمی بر زخمای این دل تنهای من. مادرم دور تو میگردم عبادت میکنم، مادرم جای خودش عشقم صدایت میکنم. مادرم جانم فدای چهره معصوم تو. هرچه میخواهی بگو، من نه نمیگویم به تو. مادر همه جان و تنم، شوق نفس کشیدنم، به موی تو قسم تویی، دلیل زنده بودنم. مادر همه جان و تنم، شوق نفس کشیدنم، به موی تو قسم تویی، دلیل زنده بودنم، دلیل زنده بودنم. مادرم حرفی بزن که تشنه لالاییم، من که جان میدم برایت همدم تنهاییم. من همیشه کودکم، آغوش تو جای من است. من اگر خوبم دایت پشت دنیای من است. بوسه بر دستان گرمت میزنم شاه دلم، با حضورت خانه روشن میشود ماه دلم. هرچه میخواد دلم پیش تو پیدا میشود، این همه خوبی چجوری در دلت جا میشود. مادر همه جان و تنم، شوق نفس کشیدنم، به موی تو قسم تویی، دلیل زنده بودنم. مادر همه جان و تنم، شوق نفس کشیدنم به موی تو قسم تویی دلیل زنده بودنم دلیل زنده بودنم مادرم سنگ صبور بیقراری های من مرهمی بر زخمای دل تنهای من مادرم دور تو میگردم عبادت میکنم مادرم جای خودش عشقم صدایت میکنم مادرم جانم فدای چهره معصوم تو هرچه میخواهی بگو من نه نمیگویم به تو مادر همه جان و تنم شوق نفس کشیدنم به موی تو قسم تویی دلیل زنده بودنم مادر همه جان و تنم شوق نفس کشیدنم به موی تو قسم تویی دلیل زنده بودنم دلیل زنده بودنم
معین راهبر Happy Norris from the Mamoni.
ای دختر شهلا نیلوفر
اشرت جون بابا به جلوش بس خونه
ای دختر رنا اشرت جون اشرت جون اشرت جون ناز داری تو بالا ناز ندی ناز ندی وای ناز ندی حالا دیگه بیا با ما حالا بیا بریم خونه دیگه بس غیر نریز بریم دیگه بریم بیا بریم بیا بریم بیا بریم بیا بریم
پرگوهر ای خاکت بیشتر هنر دور از تو اندیشه بدم پاینده ناری و جاویدان
به به اینو بوز کن مامانی اینو بوز کن اینو بوز کن به به
دوست دارم عاشقتم بس دارم منم دوست دارم عاشقتم تا آخر عمرم
Give a big kiss.
My baby arms.
Right? Come on, let's sit now.
Baby arms.
آره اینجوری با شماست داره حرف میزنه اینجوری دست اینجوری نداره این چیز کار دارم
Yay. Then she's going to dance, Rina.
Come on, Mamani. Haji Baba, both of you. You can do it. You can do it. Both of you. Yeah, ببخشید. Oh, Jesus. So cute.
با سپاس از یکایک فامیل، دوستان عزیز منت سر ما گذاشتن. من از طرف خانواده لسانی، خواهر بزرگم بانو بهجت، فاطمه خانوم، بهتا، برادران محمد و علی، از یکایک شما سپاسگزاریم که منت سر ما گذاشتین، تشریف آوردین. مادر من زن خیلی خوششانسی بود، هم راحت فوت کرد، هر چیزی که میخواست همونی که آرزوش بود بهش رسید و الان امروز برای مسافرتی که داره میره تنها کاری که میتونیم کنیم براش احساس آرامش بکنیم. فقط من از طرف خانواده خودم سپاسگزار و ممنون از تک تک شما هستم. Thank you very much for all of you to be here. I'm so grateful, the family, the Lessani family, Bradford family, Dawoodi family, as every member of family, they're here. I'm so grateful and thankful to supporting us as all friends here, I can see. And I thank you, every single one of you. My mom's journey, and she had a good life. Probably the people don't know my mom. There's only a house, every time you go, you knock the door, the kettle is on, the samovar is there, the tea is ready, the food is ready. You like it or not, you got to eat. If you don't eat, you're in trouble. They all know. All the family and friends know. So when you come to mother's house and parents' house is a house, door always open. You don't need to make a phone call. You don't need to make an appointment. You just go and knock the door. You go in straight away, the fruit on the table, the food on there, and cup of tea, and all the love. Now she's gone. Our family got to be strong together. Just for the mother. Remember, that's all she wished. We are united together. We all be together. And that's the promise you guys got to be made in front of her before she goes the journey. That's all we got to remember. That's all I'm asking. That's her wishes. It's not mine. So, it's very hard for a loved one to lose in the people you like. My mom, she lived a life. She's very happy to the last minute. And she's very comfortable dying at her own bed. That's what she wished. And she's got it. And so, I can't say anymore. And you all know, everybody knows my mother. She's our queen. She's a mother, I'm sure everybody in this room to remember. And she's been a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful lady. So, as I said what I've got to say, I'm asking Catherine, which is to hold the ceremony for us. And then, because my heart is broken, I cannot talk anymore. So I'll pass it to Catherine, and thank you again to all of you. And I'm so grateful. Najafian family, they're all here. Nabili family, Farabojan, every single person I can see here, they're all here. Gary, the whole lot. Yeah, everyone here. So we're so grateful. The family, so grateful. Thank you.
Thank you, Abbas. That was beautiful words. Good morning. My name is Catherine Di Cristina. I'm a civil celebrant. We're here today to celebrate the life of our beloved Eshrat Abbas, known lovingly to many as Momoni. A life lived to the fullest. We will remember with love and affection the life of Eshrat and all that she meant to each and every one of us. Eshrat lived a long and happy life with her family always at the forefront of a happy and joyous home life. She possessed an inner strength, and she was a woman of principles, someone who stood by what she believed in. Today is an honour and a privilege to be able to celebrate her unique and significant life. If Eshrat's life could be summed up in one word, it would be family. As I said, we've come to remember Eshrat and celebrate her life. We also come to mourn and to say goodbye, which is an uneasy combination. But we remember Eshrat as she was long ago, and also as she was in more recent times. You will each have your own memories, I'm sure. Our time here today is, well, it's all about being human and expressing the unsettling mix of emotions and responses that we may have. It's important to acknowledge that you may experience a conflict of emotions because grief does that to us as we reflect on our memories. Having lived a long life, and in the course of her years, Eshrat brought much love and happiness to those surrounding her. As I said, Eshrat lived a long life. This doesn't mean that her longevity should minimise your sense of loss. I'm sure for all of us, time with our loved ones can never be long enough. We all long for one more time to cherish the life that meant so much to us all. But we will celebrate the life of this very special, beautiful lady, as this is what she would have wanted to do today. Eshrat was a very practical woman and would tell us that she didn't want a fuss today, although she would be very happy to see her much loved family and friends here celebrating her life and knowing how much she was loved. Through my conversations with Eshrat's family, it became clear family was very important to her. Eshrat held the family together and she was a central point that they all revolved around. I know her family are keen to maintain that sense of closeness that has been given to them by Eshrat. Every one of us make a mark in life, whether it's small or significant. We each leave a trace of ourselves in other people's thoughts, and those thoughts may well bring up images of a woman who has touched your lives, images of her face, her laughter, her humour, and the activities that she was involved in, which in speaking to the family were many. I was told from the youngest to the oldest, Eshrat made everyone feel special, always had time for others and loved nothing more than everyone all being together. This is a trait that has been passed down from generations, and I'm sure it will continue. I had the pleasure of meeting with Eshrat's family to be part of this service today. And when we met, the room was filled with love and pride. It was apparent they are a very close, loving family. The impression that this gave me was a woman that was very special to them all. In fact, so special that words cannot describe the pride and love in their voices and stories. Eshrat was a loving daughter, wife, mother, sister, sister-in-law, aunt, a loving grandmother to 17 grandchildren and 6 great-grandchildren, and of course, Eshrat, the loyal, loving friend. I hope you all get a strong sense of the love she was surrounded by, and in looking around, we can clearly see that she was loved by so many. It was very important for all of the family to make everything special, so much so that each and every one of them played their part, ensuring that this day really is a celebration that Eshrat would have wanted and deserves. I'm now going to read a tribute on Eshrat's well-lived life on behalf of her family. Eshrat Abbas was born on the 21st of March 1928 to Ibrahim and Esmat Aspor in a pre-Islamic Persia and before Shah of Iran called Persia, Iran. Eshrat came from a very loving and caring household. She had 4 sisters and 2 brothers. Her father and mother were both great animal lovers and were also both professional horse riders. Eshrat was always surrounded by animals. a lot of whom her father rescued. These included deer, lambs, horses, cats and dogs. In fact, they loved animals so much they would throw parties for them. Her father, Ibrahim, worked for the government as the head officer of birth certificates in Iran. Esmat was a hard-working and loving housewife. When Eshrat was 7, her father donated his house to the first children's school in Chender called Goni, where later Eshrat also helped teach children at that same school. Later, through her mother's cousin, Eshrat met the love of her life, Kazam Lessani. They married when Eshrat was 18 and were first blessed with Bechat, then a further 5 children, Foti, Abbas, Muhammad, Ali and Beta. Kazim and Eshrat were more than husband and wife. They were a partnership and a good one at that. They shared a very traditional marriage where Kazam would be a hard worker and provider and Eshrat was a homemaker and a very talented one at that. She could turn her hand to anything. Everything revolved around her family. After the loss of her beloved father, Eshrat then took on the responsibility to help her mother, Esmat, with her siblings as well as her own children. She was a hard-working, generous woman, a traditional Persian woman of her time who could spin many plates. A woman of many talents such as sewing, knitting, cooking, dressmaking, flower arranging. Anything she set out to do, it was completed to perfection. At the age of 53, Eshrat moved permanently with her husband to join their children who were studying in the UK. Eshrat's reasons for moving was to be closer to her children. Eshrat's children and family were her most important priority. She loved each and every one of them, her children, her grandchildren, her great-grandchildren, her brothers and sisters. This love was without doubt returned. She always tried to ensure they stayed close to one another and helped each other in times of need. Eshrat's legacy was her family. The lesson she leaves behind is to support and love each other unconditionally, even when it's not easy to do so. This was the essence of her being and the glue that kept the Lessani family together. Thank you for sharing this lovely tribute. Let's pause together for our own individual feelings and thoughts, to reflect upon the meaning of today, for you to remember the spirit, the guidance, how important Eshrat made you feel, and the many ways that she touched your lives. I'm sure there will be many memories that haven't been shared here today, and they're locked away in your own hearts and minds. Eshrat would have wanted you to do this with a smile and love in your hearts, not sorrow or tears. So this is about you having the chance to remember Eshrat in your own way, to think of the path that you each shared in life. Think of the experiences you gained and all you have learned through your interactions with Eshrat. I hope you remember your times in a way that is meaningful for you. Take comfort in your memories in order to gain a sense that Eshrat is with you still in spirit and memory. Reflect on your memories, say her name, look at photographs, remember all the laughter and love that allows you to hold the memory close and keep her in your hearts and mind with a smile. Our lives were made richer because of Eshrat Abbas Lessani, and her legacy and memory will remain with us. I would like to ask our granddaughters going to come up and say a poem.
This poem is called I Never Left You by Melissa Mackenzie, which I will be reading on behalf of my beloved grandmother, our beloved grandmother, to all those who loved her dearly. I watch you every day. I am always very near. I know deep in your heart you realize I'm here. I watch you while you sleep, in your bed at home. I hear you when you speak to me, when you're on your own. You cannot understand the reason why I've gone, but I'll never leave you. I'm there to keep you strong. Talk to me, I hear you, though you may not see. We share an unbroken bond that will always be. Death will not keep us apart, for our love is forever. Just remember me in your heart, and one day we'll be together. Live your life and live it full. Don't waste a single day. Remember, I'm always with you, every step of the way.
That was beautiful, thank you very much.
خدا حافظ ای شعر شب‌های روشن، خدا حافظ ای قصه عاشقانه.
گذشت خواهر و جواهر بی‌نظیرم، خانم اشرت عباسپور، بزرگ خاندان عباسپور و همسر حاج آقا کاظم لسانی، به تک تک فرزندان عزیزش و نواهای گل و مهربانش و 5 تا غنچه کوچکش، من، همسرم و پسرانم بابک و سیامک با همه وجودمون تسلیت میدیم. ما را همراه و همدرد خود بدانید. مطمئنم که کتی جان در بهشت برین از خاله اشرت پذیرایی میکنه. آسمانا دلم از اختر ماه تو گرفت. با همه وجودم تسلیت میگم. بزرگ شکیبایی آرزو میکنم. خاله پروین از کانادا. میبوسمتون. به خدا سپرد.
با درود فراوان به روان پاک بانو اشرت عباسپور، بزرگ خاندان لسانی، در گذشت خانم عباسپور را به خانواده لسانی و عباسپور به کلیه افراد خانواده تسلیت می‌گویم. ما در غم شما شریکیم. متاسفیم از اینکه به علت شرایط موجود اجتماعی حضور فیزیکی نداریم، ولی در تمام لحظات با شماییم. قلب ما با شما، احساس ما با شما خواهد بود. امیدوارم همگی خانواده در صحت سلامتی از ایشون یادی بکنند و من اون چی که از ایشون خاطراتی دارم، ایشون شخصی بودند که قوی، پرقدرت، سالم، سلامت، مقتدر، مدبر و قادر به همه فرمانهای خانوادگی. ایشون یک عمر با عزت و احترام زندگی کردند و من خاطره جز خوبی ها و نیکی های ایشون یادی به دل ندارم. امیدوارم که ما را در کنار خودتون احساس بکنید و بدانید که قلب ما با شماست، احساس ما با شماست، گرچه فیزیکی اونجا نیستیم. روان شاد به یاد گذشته ها. دکتر برین مونترو. درود به روان پاک خواهر عزیزم اشرت خانم و خانواده عباسپور لسانی. به علت شرایط موجود اجتماعی و کرونا قادر نشدیم که بتونیم در حضور شما با هم صدا داد بزنیم. اشرت خانم روحاتی ها لذا پیغام ما به شما همین است که یاد خاطرات گذشته را گرامی بداریم و به همتون تسلیت و شاد باشیم. قربونتون برم.
ببخشید که روحاً حاضر نیستیم، همراهی رو میکنیم. خدا حافظ و نگهدارتون باشه.
سلام عرض میکنم خدمت همه آقایون و خانم ها. So, ladies, gentlemen, please accept both my warm greetings and also my sincere condolences on the departure of a beloved mother and grandmother. So, I don't know your name. Catherine. So, Catherine said everything and left nothing for me to add. Just, I would like to have some, of course here is not an appropriate place for philosophical contemplation, but sometimes when we experience a big loss like this, thinking about the meaning of life, thinking about the meaning of suffering can help us to understand the situation, and also it adds more meaning to our life. So that's why I would like to talk about that. So according to Islamic teachings, so the human being has very special place. And it is called, we have a verse in the Holy Quran is telling us that God has taught every single names. وَعَلَّمَ الْآدَمَ الْأَسْمَاءَ كُلَّهَا. We have taught to Adam every single names. And what are those names and why I'm mentioning this to you now? So I'm telling to give you the answers. So the first question was why? What is names? So in Latin or Greek language, we have the word etymon. We usually use in our daily life etymology. We usually use. What is the meaning of etymology? Etym or etymon from Latin language means true sense, the truth behind something. And in Arabic, etymon is called ism, the true sense of something. When we say in Arabic, es means name. We say, what is your name? What is your ism? Means your true sense. And the true sense are taught to human beings, and that is why we are so special in this universe. Of course, in the late 14th century and early 15th century, a movement came in Italy which was called humanism. Of course, this humanism is a retronym. Then it was humanism. And they said, instead of just reading Bible, just let us read something else that are written by human beings. For example, Odyssey, written by Homer. And that was humanism. So it was really great because the human being could find its way, it was technology, enlightenment, everything. But it was one negative consequence after that humanism, and still we are experiencing. We are alone here. We are one species like every other species in this world. What makes us special? We have life, we breathe, we eat like every other animal. So what is our difference? I think here, that verse of Quran can help us, gives us more meaning that we are here for a specific person, and God has given us something, has taught us his names, the true sense of divinity. But it doesn't mean that if he taught to Adam, we also know it. Of course, we have to try hard. This is just a role model. This is just an example. For example, if someone can climb the peak Everest, the Mount Everest, it means every single human being can do that. But this is not a guarantee for every single of us to go there. Of course, we have to do our job. We have to do our best. Of course, this is our special position that we have in this world when we believe in God, when we believe that we are here for a specific purpose, and that specific purpose is to being kind with other human beings. You know, in Islamic tradition, when we have a narration or hadith that it defines the true happiness, it says, if you make 4 balances in your relationship, you can experience happiness. First and foremost, your relationship with yourself. If you cannot have a good relationship, if you cannot make a good peace with yourself, you cannot have a good relationship with others. The second relationship is my relationship with other people's. The third is my relationship with my Creator. And the fourth relationship that we have to make a balance is my relationship with other creatures, including the universe, other animals, and everything. And also, COP26 was about our fourth relationship, because we could not make a balance between our relationship and the nature, and we are seeing those problems. So we are here to say this mother, unfortunately, I didn't have this chance to meet her in person when she was alive, but I'm sure she's here, her soul is with us, and we are commemorating her place. And it seems that she was successful in all those 4 areas. And I'm sorry, I forgot the name of this lady. Sorry. Catherine. Yeah, she said they had animals. You know, she could make a good balance between herself and other animals. And she was a good daughter for her father and her mother. She was a good wife for her husband. And also she was a good mother for her children. So it means she was a happy person, a happy character, an ethical character. So we are here to commemorate her. And also this is a good lesson for us. We never know what is the future. Just today we are here, so we just pay our homage to this past mother. And I just pray for every single of us that we can also have these 4 relationships. So this makes us happy. So let us conclude my speech with also another hadith, a narration that are taught by the teachers of our religion. And it goes like this: Man asha sa'ida faqad mata sa'ida. Somebody who live happily, they die happily. The problem is that in Arabic, sa'id means happy and happiness, but we cannot have a good equivalent in English, so this is the problem. But it seems that this mother had a sa'id life, a full of happiness life, and also her death must be a happy death. So again, my sincere condolences to Lessani family and every single person that are here, and we are commemorating the memory of a beloved mother and grandmother. Thank you very much for inviting me.
نشستن در سوی خواهر ماننده از دست دادن تکی از وجود خود آدم میمونه که هرگز نمیتونه اون رو با هیچ چیزی جایگزین کنه. خواهر داستانش با همه فرق داره. موجودی است که بوی مادر میده. به نظر من گاهی میشه بهشت زیر پای خواهرها هم باشد. خواهر عزیزم، روحت شاد. دوستت دارم، دوستت داشتم، دوستت خواهم داشت. خواهر داشتن از بزرگترین نعمت‌های دنیاست. بهترین لحظات زندگی را میشه در کنار خواهر گذرون. آقای اشرت، همیشه یادم هستش که برای من مثل یک مادر پشتوانه بودی. نصیحت میکردی، راهنمایی میکردی، محبت میکردی. و به پشتوانه شما من تونستم مسیر زندگی رو که شما جلوی پای من گذاشته بودی تا اندازه‌ای که میتونستم به انجام برسونم. ولی خودت موفق ترین و بزرگوارترین مادر دنیا بودی. سرمشق یک دنیا باید باشی. اگر عمرم اجازه بده برای داستان‌هایی خواهم نوشت که شاید خودت هم خبر نداشته باشی چقدر مؤثر در اطرافیانت بودی.
پروردگارا، عشق الهی خوب مهربونم، مرحوم اشرت عباس پور، مادر عزیزمان، فرزند ابراهیم، در اختیار و پناه توست. مادرم، از عذاب قبر و عذاب دوزخ نجات ده. پروردگارا، عشق الهی خوب مهربونم، تو اهل وفا و حق هستی، او را مورد مرحمت مغفرت قرار ده، همانا که تو بخشنده و مهربان هستی. پروردگارا، عشق الهی خوب مهربونم، مادرمان بانو اشرت عباس پور را رحمت کن و در میان هدایت یافتگان درجاتش را متعالی بدار و جانشین صالحی در میان بازماندگانش قرار ده. خواهر بزرگم بهجت، خواهر عزیزم فاطمه، بهتا، برادران، ای پروردگارا، ای پروردگار جهانیان، ما و او را مورد مغفرت قرار بده و مرقدش را وسیع و منور بگردان. دوستان، ما یه 10 دقیقه 20 دقیقه دیگه اینجا وقت داریم. بعد از اون برمیگردیم برای نوشیدنی و صرف غذا و میوه. افتخار به ما بدین در کنارتون باشیم. میدونم همه گرفتارین، همه کار داریم، ولی خیلی خوشحال میشیم که در کنار شما باشیم. I said in English in few words. Obviously the poem that I just read is difficult for me to just translate them all, but I'll be very quick. So after the ceremony finished here by 12:30, we're all going to go to the cemetery. The burial finished. Please, all of you, I would love you all to come back, to be here. We're having dinner, we're having lunch together, and we're having some music, and we're having some videos to show the history, basically, of my mom. And I'll be so grateful. So, I think we'll still be got enough time. I don't know if the grandchildren, they all want to come and say goodbye to Mommy, or you want to do it when you get to cemetery. We're all going to the cemetery. And so I can ask Farah. She's got something to say. And Farah John, please come. You can do it. You've done a bigger version than that. I'm sure you can. Come, sweetheart.
Thank you. Thank you, Tasha. I do it for all of you.
I love you.
Thank you to each and every one of you for your incredible and kind support. It means so much to all of us. It has been overwhelming, but we are here to celebrate the life of an extraordinary woman. And just look, she has brought us all together in a room filled only with love, which was her specialty. It is a great honor to speak on behalf of our grandchildren, my special cousins, about our wonderful grandmother. These are our personal reflections of a woman who we are only too proud to say headed the Lessani family. Khanum Eshrat Abbas Lessani, Banu Eshrat Jun. She was a true lady. Malike Eshrat Jun, Queen of Hearts, because she had a big heart and loved everyone, all of you, especially her family. And of course, the one name all her grandchildren and great-grandchildren lovingly called her by, Mamani, the sweetest name for the sweetest lady, a name we shall treasure for as long as we may live. They say teaching is the work of the heart, and her life, her legacy, has been a lifelong teaching to us all, which will continue to inspire us. A natural leader, she stepped up to help her mother, Khanum Esma Jun, or Khanum John, as Momani would say, and became a mother figure to her siblings, including Khala Eftikha and Khala Pavin. Her lifelong commitment to Haji Baba. She was married for over 70 years. Her lifelong commitment to her 6 children, that she even moved countries to the other side of the world for them. Her lifelong commitment to her 17 grandchildren and her 6 great-grandchildren meant we all felt so special and so loved by her. Mamani played a vital role in the family's life. But for us as grandchildren growing up, she was without doubt our very own special role model for so many reasons. Her presence was always an honor as she celebrated special key moments, birthdays, graduations, engagements, weddings, you name it, she was there. Just a few months ago, she celebrated with Dilara and Kieran at the engagement party. She looked as glamorous as ever for the occasion, and she was so happy to be at such a joyous event. And who can forget the time she captured everyone's hearts, dancing at Chris and Christina's wedding. I think everyone fell madly in love with Momani and Haji Baba. Momani was the life and soul of any celebration, and today we stand united in celebrating a life well lived, and I believe she is joining in the celebration with us today. She also shared very sweet and precious moments with her great-grandchildren, Naya and Sia, Kian, Anahita and Arya, and her youngest great-grandchild, Finn, or Finny. Momani had a special ability that she could connect easily and bond with everyone of any age, from children to adults. They would all love her. The connection also extended to using modern technology. Sometimes when she used the iPad, you would only see half the face, which brought amusement to us all. Momani, a little. And it just showed us how much she was willing to keep up with everyone and to keep in touch. Her superpower and the valuable gift she leaves us with is this unbreakable bond we all share, keeping the family all together. And it is, in essence, the way to honor and to continue Momani's legacy and to remember the remarkable women who built this solid foundation. We will never forget our 2 pillars, Momani and Haji Baba, because they have given us so much with their strong roots for us to build upon the next generation with their strong genes running through all their children, their grandchildren, and their great-grandchildren. Our Momani loved to entertain, right? When she opened the door to her home, she really opened the door to her heart, and she was the heartbeat of the family. Expressions of love was only too apparent, welcoming all of us with open arms, warm hugs and kisses, and that was just the start. We all knew the protocol. When you were going to Momani's, you could not leave until you had several platefuls of delicious, homemade Iranian food, and still you could never have too much. For Momani, food was more than just food. Food was a form of language, a form of love, a form of celebration. that she could share with all of us and we could all share a part of. Again, another beautiful way to express her love for all of us. We all share stories that centers around Momani and food. Dilara said, to me, she always is the epitome of class, style, and grace. I always remember her perfect blow-dried hair, her polished nails, and her eagerness to please everyone with her delectable tadik and Persian food. Christopher mentioned about her endless hospitality. And Momani saying, میوه میخوای؟ شیرینی میخوای؟ لواشک میخوای؟ I mean, do you want fruit, sweets, لواشک? She wouldn't accept no for an answer. تعریف میکنی؟ You all know exactly what I'm talking about because we've all experienced this tarif, which made us love our grandmother even more. Of course, food was not the only important hot topic on the plate, and it is something all the grandchildren have been asked about several times before. Can you guess what this is?
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, you guessed it. When are you getting married? Momani longed to see our weddings, and she couldn't understand why her granddaughters weren't married when she had so many boyfriends. The handsome Hamid, Christopher, Johnny, Jamie, Matthew, Edward, Ben, and Sam, who, by the way, are all really her grandsons. And she had a soft spot for all you guys. And she would say, mashallah, 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 right? She would, as her granddaughters, Saha, Dilara, Parisa, Maxine, Jasmine, Danielle, and me. When are you getting married? For Saha, and actually, can I say, and she was very, actually, out of all of us, she was very happy that Emma married David and had a grandchild. So actually, we need to follow Emma, follow suit. Thank you, Emma, for leading the way. Something nice that Saha said, she says, Momani taught and embedded all of us an honor, blessing, and responsibility that family comes first and foremost. We are blessed and responsible to nurture, respect, and love each other always. We are tied by blood, and we are a chain which cannot be broken, guys. So she would always remind us, Aina Sanjeev Bosh. Yes. Mrs. Sanjeev Hamid Bosh. Bohan Bosh. Momani also really enjoyed dancing with her grandchildren, and her children and her great-grandchildren. Singing too. She sang the Iranian football anthem with Johnny, colouring in with her great-grandchild, Sia. She was everything to everyone and would do anything to make us happy. She just knew how to make us feel at home always. And you would leave her house feeling happy and fulfilled, literally and figuratively, because of her and her overwhelming kindness and hospitality. And most of all, because of the love she had for all of us. Yeah, she was. Something else that she also empowered us to become stronger people. Parisa remembers that she taught us to never be afraid of anything, no matter how big or small the task. She instilled a certain confidence in all of us and a fearless attitude to life. Mamani was a very clever woman, as she knew the Quran and could recite poetry like Hafiz and Umar Khayyam from memory. She also traveled and earned the name Hajj Khanum by doing Hajj around Mecca with Haji Baba. Mamani was our gateway to learning more about the beautiful traditions, culture, and customs of her motherland, Iran. We are all really lucky to have the best of both worlds, as we learned the Iranian language, enjoyed the best of Iranian cuisine, danced and sang to Iranian music, celebrated Iranian New Year and other celebratory occasions. Really, our lives have been enriched because of Mamani and Baba. And that is a valuable gift we all share and carry with us always, and which we can pass on to our children. They have also enriched the lives of others through their generosity in their community in Iran, through charitable acts, giving money to people so they could get married, and to people for their medical expenses. And even now, Momani and Baba have a water well in their name, providing clean, accessible water. So they are still certainly carrying their legacy to help people who are in need. Don't worry, I've got this. I'm her grandchild. I've got to step up. As grandchildren, our childhood memories are a lot sweeter because of our grandparents. And of course, we are fortunate to have had Momani up till now. Our good memories of both Momani and Haji Baba and the strong values that they have taught us, their big hearts and kindness, their strength of character, their love for family will continue to remain with us through their children, their grandchildren, and their great-grandchildren, and the next generation. The gift they have given us is already sown into our roots, and it is in our genes. And it is secure because we have come from solid grandparents. The two pillars of the family, Momani and Baba, headed up the Lessani family and showed what it means to be one unit. They have now passed the baton on, the light, to the 6 loving children, the 3 brothers, Abbas, Mohammed, Ali, and the 3 sisters, Behchat, Fatih, and Beta, to honor their legacy and to only strengthen and build that strong foundation given and gifted from Momani and Baba. You have all been incredible in looking after your parents. Momani and Baba are so proud, and they sure had a beautiful life because of their children and their grandchildren. And for us, you are already good role models, the way you looked after your parents. A sweet childhood memory that was shared with me was her children were all together on a flat roof, looking up at the starry skies because it was warm, hot in Iran. And to keep you all safe all through the night, and to know where all the children were, Momani had attached a string to your ankles so that she would be awakened if one of her children moved, and to prevent any one of you falling off the roof. Metaphorically, that string is tied to your ankles, and Momani is still attached to the 6 of you, as well as Haji Baba. She is still keeping you all in line together, and remember that always. As grandchildren of Momani and Baba, we take away treasured memories to last us a lifetime. More importantly, we promise to keep and strengthen the bond we already have with one another. After all, we are like brothers and sisters. And to always remember and to celebrate the beautiful life of our Queen of Hearts, Momani, and our Haji Baba, who are now reunited together, enjoying the next part of their journey. And on behalf of the 17 grandchildren and 6 great-grandchildren, we are so proud to be your grandchildren. We love you, Momani and Baba. We know you are always with us and watching over us. Rutan Eshrat Abbas. Merci. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, I think they're all been said. And right, I think Farad the mother told him to do something. So
no, I just wanted to say the legacy that Mamaning has carried with the water well. I have to thank my very kind and loyal, my friends for life, Faiza and Fahim from the Well Foundation, who has given all of us this opportunity to do something wonderful for our grandparents. So thank you, Faiza and Fahim from the Well Foundation. This meant so much to all of us. Thank you.
finally, I would like 1 minute silent and everybody pray for my mother on their own religious, your own mind, whatever you have, and I'll be so grateful. And after these, we are to start moving and we're going to the cemetery. And please remember, we'll all come back here, the friends and family, we're all here, we're having something to eat and we're celebrating my mom and the honor life. Thank you.
A special word for a very, very special lady. Your mom, your grandmother will always be in my heart, a very, very special person, a true lady who was able to surround herself with so much love and to create a wonderful family. She'll always be remembered for her power to unite. I send you guys lots of love and know that we are all in thoughts with you and in our prayers.
خاله جان همیشه در قلب من جا خواهید داشت. دلم همیشه براتون تنگ خواهد شد. قربونتون برم از همه کارهایی که کردید برای ما. ممنون. بهچت جان، فاتی جان، بهتا جان، عباس جان، محمد جان، علی جان. یاد شما هستم به تمام خانواده هاتون، بچه های کوچیک دیگه اگه اسم میگم خیلی طول خواهد کشید. قربونتون برم.
بهچت جان، عباس جان، فاتی جان، محمد جان، علی جان و بهتا جان، ما در غم شما خیلی شریکیم و از اینکه نتونستیم بیایم گلاسگو خیلی معذرت میخوام، ولی خلاصه میخواستیم بهتون بگیم که همه رو خیلی دوست داریم. جای خاله خیلی خیلی با ما سبزه و در فکرشون هستیم و خیلی همتون رو دوست داریم.
To our wonderful Glasgow family, our family, we are so sorry for this loss. We've lost a wonderful guiding light, a glue to the family, and I hope that we can honor Hale's legacy by maintaining our connections, and that she has taught us with her ever-present smile, her good humor, her joyful dancing, and the fact that she's always calling us Eshreman. I hope that we will take away from that and that we will honor her memory by maintaining those as part of our everyday principles. I'm so sorry.
Khale John, she was an incredible, unbelievable, one of the most amazing, loving human beings that I've ever known and I will ever know. To all our cousins and little cousins and little cousins in Glasgow, that we cannot be together to share this moment. We just wanted to say we love you very much. Khale left behind an incredible amount of beautiful, beautiful memories with us and with you that we've shared for many years. She's going to be extremely missed. And we will be watching you from afar, and we will be with you in our thoughts. Love you all very, very much, and have fun in Glasgow. Cheerio.
Oh, thank you.
هدیه کنید دستگلی زیبا با هم برای بدرقه این مادر در منزل جدید یک صلوات فاطمی نوفتن بفرست. اگر ازش راضی هستی که میخواد وارد خانه قبر بشه، اگر از نفسی سینه تای قلبتون راضی هستین ازش، این رضایت خیلی مهمه. اگر ازش راضی هستین یه صلوات دیگه بفرستید. کیست مادر؟ دیگه کیست مادر؟ نقشه ایجاد ما. اگه این مادر نبود ما نبودیم. کیست مادر؟ نقشه ایجاد ما. کیست مادر؟ بانی بنیاد ما. بانی بنیاد ما. قلب او سرچشمه امیدهاست. قلب مادر سرچشمه امیدهاست. سینه او مشرق خورشیدها. برای تسلای دل بازماندگانش عباس عزیز، محمد عزیز، علی عزیز و 3 دختر عزیز، بازم به کار روحی مادر یه صلوات در ذهن نماز ملی اسمت وجود می‌کند. نه چیزی آقایون پشت آقایون، خانوما هم پشت آقایون. الله اکبر.
الله أكبر. الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أرسله بالحق بشيرا ونذيرا بين يدي الساعة ولو كره المشركون. الله أكبر. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وبارك على محمد وآل محمد وارحم محمدا وآل محمد كأفضل صليت وباركت وترحمت على إبراهيم وآل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. وصل على أنبياء والمرسلين وجميع شهداء والصديقين وجميع عباد الله الصالحين. الله أكبر. اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات. تابع بيننا وبينهم بالخيرات إنك مجيب الدعوات إنك على كل شيء قدير. الله أكبر. اللهم إن هذه مسجات قدامنا عبدك وابنة عبدك وابنة أمتك نزلت بك وأنت خير منزول به. اللهم إنا لا نعلم منها إلا خير وأنت أعلم بها منا. اللهم إن كانت محسنة فزد في إحسانها وإن كانت مسيئة فتجاوز عنها واغفر لها. اللهم اجعلها عندك في أعلى عليين إن شاء الله واخلف على أهلها في الغابرين وارحمها برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. الله أكبر. نماز تمام شد. فاتحه اگه بخواید بخونید بخونید. اللهم صل على بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. الحمد لله الرحمن الرحیم إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط
چند دقیقه لا اله الا الله شو بلند لا اله الا الله
لا اله الا الله
عزت شرف لا اله الا الله محمد است رسول و علی ولی الله لا اله الا الله عزت شرف لا اله الا الله لا اله الا الله بزرگ است خدای ابراهیم الله لا اله الا الله که گفته حبیب و احمد لا اله الا الله اوکی؟ محمد جان محمد آقا جون
دو دقیقه بزنه موزیک بزنه همه آروم باشه. خواهش میکنم همه سکوت کنن.
محمد عباس جان Just no, we got just 5 minutes. Okay, just a 5 minutes. ابن نثار روحش یه صلوات بفرستیم.
یا عشرت بنت ابراهیم، یا عشرت بنت ابراهیم، یا عشرت بنت ابراهیم، اسمعي افهمي، اسمعي افهمي يا عشرت بنت إبراهيم، هل أنت على العهد الذي فارقتنا عليه من الشهادة أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأن محمدا صلى الله عليه وآله عبده ورسوله وسيد النبيين وخاتم المرسلين وأن عليا أمير المؤمنين وسيد المسيحيين وإمام افترض الله طاعته على العالمين وأن الحسن والحسين وعلي بن الحسين ومحمد بن علي وجعفر بن محمد وموسى بن جعفر وعلي بن موسى ومحمد بن علي وعلي بن محمد والحسن بن علي والقائم الحجة المهدي صلوات الله عليهم أئمة المؤمنين وحجج الله على الخلق أجمعين وأئمتك أئمة هدى بك أبرار يا عشرت بنت إبراهيم إذا أتاك الملكان المقربان رسولين من عند الله تبارك وتعالى فسألاك عن ربك وعن نبيك وعن دينك وعن وعن قبلتك وعن أئمتك فلا تخافي ولا تحزني وقولي في جوابهما الله ربي ومحمد صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم نبيي والإسلام ديني والقرآن كتابي والكعبة قبلتي وأمير المؤمنين علي بن أبي طالب إمامي والحسن بن علي المجتبى إمامي والحسين بن علي الشهيد بكربلاء إمامي وعلي بن زين العابدين إمامي ومحمد الباقر إمامي وجعفر الصادق إمامي وموسى الكاظم إمامي وعلي الرضا إمامي ومحمد الجواد إمامي وعلي الهادي إمامي والحسن العسكري إمامي والحجة المنتظر إمامي هؤلاء صلوات الله عليهم أئمتي وسادتي وقادتي وشفعائي بهم أتولى ومن أعدائهم أتبرأ في الدنيا والآخرة ثم أعلمي يا عشرة بنت إبراهيم أن الله تبارك وتعالى نعم الرب وأن محمدا صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم نعم الرسول وأن علي بن أبي طالب وأولاده المعصومين الأئمة الاثنى عشر نعم الأئمة وأن ما جاء به محمد صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم حق وأن الموت حق وسؤال المنكر والبعث حق والنشور حق والصراط حق وأن الجنة حق والنار حق وأن الساعة آتية لا ريب فيها وأن الله يبعث من في القبور أفهمت يا عشرة ثبتك الله بالقول الثابت وهداك إلى صراط مستقيم عرف الله بينك وبين أوليائك في مستقر من رحمته اللهم جاف الأرض عن جنبيها واسعد بروحها إليك ولقها منك برهانا اللهم عفك 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 إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون اللهم جاف الأرض عن جنبيها وأسعد إليك روحها ولقها منك رضوانك وأسكن قبرها من رحمتك ما تغنيها به عن رحمة من سواك إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون اللهم صل على
to help me now. We need to move on to the next part, please. Can I get 4 gentlemen on to report this? Okay. But we're also got 8 cords. There's 8 cords and 4. So this is important, guys. Yeah, okay. Hold on. نه مش فشار رو ماست فشار Okay guys, it's up to yourself, whoever wants to kind of try and be respectful, make your way around the coffin and you'll get a cord, whoever's not got one. Right, can I just ask, are you guys okay here?
Yeah, okay.
The coffin, there's a fair bit of weight on it. The gentleman with the black cotton all the way. So in the next couple of seconds, we're going to take the straps away from underneath. Gordon and I are going to take these battens away. So first of all, please lift the coffin up just now. Keep it up there, guys, keep it up there. Okay, I'm going to ask you to just slowly, gentlemen, with the big cords, let the coffin go into the ground. And if the girls don't... Slowly, just take your time, please. All the grandchildren can come around. Sam. Hold it there. Just go next to it. And then just let us do a moment. We just go close here. Right, so when you guys ready, just let the moment and Haji fly to heaven. Right, guys ready? 1, 2, 3.